enemy to get to the item power spikes. Granger doing the same thing here, but they do have a Fredrin, Cho, and Glue. Good control early on, secure neutral objectives. And for ONIC, I think it'll really be up to mid-game, where they have Joy, Pharsa, and Beatrix all.
Lineup rating though favors DEWA United by a lot. And so far, it's been right in the first matches. Let's see if it's gonna come down to DEWA United win after this game ends. It is the Apostle of Gods versus the Yellow Porcupines.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's just jump directly to the Land of Dawn to witness game number 1. ONIC or DEWA.
Let's see, Lutpi with the classic Brave Smite up against the Glue. Not gonna go for what Luke went up against the Glue. He went for the Concussive Blast, just wanted to clear the wave as fast as possible and rotate over. Looking at the other emblems. Again, Ray, has gone for a greedy choice, but this is what he did to win against RRQ. Impure Rage on the Fredrin instead of the Concussive Blast. You clear faster with the Concussive Blast, but you do 4 damage overall then because of the Impure Rage.
Rupture for Sans, contrary to what Kenzuki used in the first match earlier.
Tenacity, there you go, normal weapon mastery, no pull yourself together for Savero. Tenacity and the Thrill up top.
By the way, this is gonna be, I think, an Itoshi Kesu match. Because looking at the composition from ONIC, there's 0 Purify. And for, I guess, a good reason too, like you can't really bring out a Purify for Savero. And Sans, I don't know, man. Does he still got it?
I think he does. We've seen many times that he... Yeah, it's still very greedy though, I'll be honest with you, up against a Cho to go for Purify. And a Glue.
It is
and
Sans.
a Fred. That's a lot of lockdown.
It all kind of comes down to the micro mechanics of the one of the best to ever do it in ID. Sans. This name has been feared for a long time, but maybe the fear factor right now is gone for DEWA United.
Definitely the best Indonesian mid laner of all time. Finding the first turtle should be advantages towards DEWA.
Torizo, chunk to half though, alongside Spencer. Let's see here, can DEWA commit to this turtle or no? Torizo now getting jumped on. Good dodge here. Misses the whiff, and Ray actually finds a Retribution Classic. That's gonna be Sans though, pulling up the Feather Airstrike, flickers out of danger. Kyrie mounted, low HP. Keyboy now distracted. It's actually jumping back in. That's gonna be first blood, easy. Ray finds it, and that's gonna be a Teray Lutpi was targeted. And that's gonna be Ray for Keyboy. Kyrie survived that one.
I'm surprised it was as close as it was right now, but shout out to Torizo, man. That dodge pretty much changed everything. But looking at the talent prediction right now by Gope, man, has this ever happened before?
Whoa, that's practically a solo kill. Feathered Airstrike just blasted Spencer down, and now that's gonna be maybe under the turret. Going down as well. ONIC starting it slow, but minute 3 right now, they're changing the jam.
I gotta stop complimenting teams, man. The Caster's Jinx is real.
No.
Your Jinx is real.
Dude, okay, Sheffin, they did well. They did well in the early game. What you said wasn't wrong. It's just they're not transitioning into the mid lane properly. Again, no respect for the Pharsa. Boys, you gotta respect the Pharsa. Yes, like, he didn't really do much in the first turtle, but that doesn't mean... Oh, good steal from Itoshi. He just walks up and punches the green camp. But that doesn't mean it doesn't do damage. Especially for Maybe and Spencer. They both gotta respect that. They're the two they're the two carries. If this keeps on going on, it doesn't matter how good Torizo, Ray, and Itoshi Kesu play.
Looking at the items though, Savero, first item, not even boots is built for this Beatrix. It's just gonna come down to... Wait, there's not really a set for Savero, so he's gonna play much more passively than he usually is.
I think it's just you know, a follow-up type deal. Feather Airstrike into Renner's Apathy, a Keyboy good AOG taunt into a Bennett's Rage. Just he's gonna go with the flow. It's not the normal play for Beatrix. It's more Beatrix play for the team, right? On Turtle.
See, that's a traction pulse pulling Lucky back. For the pursuit, way of Dragon! AOT under 3, but that's gonna be again Retribution. Ray will fall though. That's going to be a turret as Lutfi will fall as well. 1 for 1, but DEWA collects their second neutral objective.
All the while, in the bottom lane, well, maybe didn't get the turrets, but Savero is missing out on 1 minion, I believe. So overall, still a W for DEWA United.
Yep, they get the neutral objective again, and they buy a little bit more time for Spencer and maybe to scale up, because that's the win condition for DEWA still. They want to play pure front to back up against ONIC. Meanwhile, for ONIC, it looks like they do want to, split DEWA up a bit more, but in the early game, the Phobius is there to stabilize, just to hold on to not give DEWA as much of a snowball as they would want. He-Boy.
The taunt, the airstrike pops. That's info. DEWA United should perhaps find something soon. But that's DEWA actually, right now, neutralizing the gold lead.
Yeah. And I just realized, Mirko, I don't know if you've mentioned this or not, and I don't know if this is a, the usual thing for glue, but it's a quantum charge.
Yeah, I didn't mention it, but I think it is pretty normal. You get the sustain in the lane as well, plus you get mobility. In the skirmishes, you do have more time now to actually, basic attack and rotate over. It's not the most common though, definitely, quantum charge. But I do want to say that it's very hard for Joy to out-retry a Fredrin. So if you're questioning, Kyrie in the first few neutral objectives, Fredrin basically has 2 retries. That first skill buff makes it as though you deal as much damage as a retry early on. So it's like 2 retries compared to 1. And when you get locked down by, Traction Pulse.
Well, let's see. Ray trying to find something there, but it seems like the decision is not to commit on towards a fight just yet, though. Top lane, Chorizo versus Kai. Seems like they will move on towards the next neutral objective.
Yeah, and that's the point earlier. So it all kind of comes down to, gotta wait a second here, Suns.
Spencer, very low. Drake collects the perfect turtle here for DEWA United. Kyrie, though, looking for some counterplay. Perhaps a trade on the purple. He will get it.
Oh, you got the stacks?
But now Kyrie is mounted. Good pull! Way of Dragon, and ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be Kyrie taken down. Not a good sign here for the yellow porcupines.
Yeah, so Rizzo is, gotta say, this early of a game, going to the mid game, he's been handling Kyrie really, really well. 2 times by now. 2 team fights won by DEWA United, courtesy of Rizzo's brilliance.
Yeah, ONIC, the reason you're seeing this game be as even as it is because they're just doing better than you would expect on this composition. Their individual flares coming out, but overall, I gotta agree with the lineup rating here, especially with no Purifies. I was going to say maybe with the Purifies on Farsa, it would change a bit, but now it really becomes kind of glass cannon for ONIC. If they get the pick that they want, then they can turn things around. If they get the right plays, that can certainly happen still. It is ONIC. But DEWA, look at the control. Traction Pulse.
Let's see. Itoshi also just trying to find a connection there, Ray. Soaking a lot of damage. Still holding on. Maybe free hitting now on towards Lutfi. Immobilize, and maybe we'll find the extra gold there. 2K already in hand for the Apostles of God.
There was pretty much 4 guys on Ray's face, and Ray is more than happy to take it all, man. Again, the Room of Error, Spencer!
AOG, good taunt! And that will be enough to take Spencer down.
Whoa!
With Dragon though, it finally connects on towards Sans, but Ray wasn't able to find the range there, and Sans has to flicker to get away.
Well, Keyboy is not shy of making a play at all.
Definitely not. When he sees an angle, he will take it. Holy Crystal about to be built here by Kai. Still out farming the Fredrin despite not getting the neutral objectives at all. Perfect turtle for DEWA. 2,000 gold lead. You can see it on the hands of Maybe and Spencer. A lot of it with the Sky Piercer already. Maybe he's online. Should be. DEWA have enough damage, have enough lockdown, and have enough frontline. That's the most important thing when you have a Kimmy and Granger. You just need a frontline to protect you. Look at that. Maybe really free to go in because Sans can't pop the Feather Airstrike randomly without flicker. He knows that. Itoshi, we've seen, even up against Rins, he just wants to cancel Farsa.
B-Boy actually poked. He is a non-factor that now with the Feather Airstrike doesn't really land on towards the targets that they wanted. ONIC, they are struggling to find a counterplay here. Let's see, DEWA United also taking it slow. Bottom side is actually favoring the side of ONIC, so they will have the reset. That's a taunt though. ONIC turn around up house. Hold on, AOG doesn't land. Lutfi very low. Keyboy taunt. And that will be Keyboy taken down. Lutfi now trying to hold and buy time, but wasn't really able to. That's a way of the dragon as maybe collects the bang, bang, bang triple for DEWA United.
Oh, baby, that's a triple for maybe. And now DEWA United has all the green light, has all the avenues in the world to take this one. Ray, not even, well, you read my line. I thought I was going to say, you know, no retry at all use, but he did it anyway. Now, Hidoshi, he's not done just yet.
With the conceal, just intimidating, right? Bluffing. If there's a connection, sure, if they don't land, but they will get the turret. So now, with the Lord, DEWA United, they are leading, they're controlling the game.
Yeah, they are, Gani. Bit of concern from you in that phrase you just entered. ONIC are really struggling here, and again, it's due to just how much DEWA have. Like, CC-wise, damage-wise, frontline-wise. This is why the lineup rating favored them, and this is why we were talking about, again, for ONIC, it really came down to if they're able to outplay DEWA. I thought they would be, but maybe is doing a bit too much damage for Severo to be comfortable. Ray is a bit too tanky for the rest of ONIC to be comfortable.
Let's see. Keyboy now again.
Oh,
very
man.
low! That's a duo kill. The Ray and maybe
Yikes.
connection right there. Taking Keyboy down.
Well, if it's a battle of a frontliner, like, ONIC loses out not just 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, they do. Oh man, this is gonna be really tough for ONIC. I don't know if they even still have it in them. They don't really have gap closer. Lutfi can walk up, I guess. But look at that. It comes down to really like low margins here. Like ONIC need to get the perfect fight. And the perfect fight is for them to be able to isolate Ray and Cerezo from Maybe and Spencer. If ONIC can somehow get Lutfi, Sans, and some... Oh, hold on. Keyboy, that's a tank!
Oh, the last big got not catch. It's hard now. That's gonna be a connection onto it. Severo has the flicker, but that's gonna be Sans. Vulnerable, taken down, mid turret. Number 1 falls, bottom side, very low as well. ONIC, they defend with 3. Keyboy will come in 10 seconds, but is it enough time? They are now entering the main base, and they have another wave coming. ONIC, they should be able to clear for now, but that's just the damage already. Keyboy AOG doesn't land, luckily for DEWA United. That's a good taunt though. Keyboy will fall again right after his respawn time. ONIC now again just holding on, just clear, and they have the reset. 2 base turrets at the end will fall.
At this point, Keyboy is just giving out Sky Piercer stacks to Maybe, man. At the same time, that AOG that he did, he had to do it. He had no other choice there in the matter.
And now it gets from bad to worse, really, for ONIC. Not only do they have to deal with the front line, that crazy damage, Spencer and Maybe are almost at full items, ladies and gentlemen. This is a massive lead on the frontliners. Divine Glaive already, Rose Gold too for Maybe.
Lord.
Oh, we might have to see game number 2 for ONIC here, because in game number 1, with all the winning conditions already set and Winter Crown, not even a glass cannon, Spencer not gonna go the greedy route. Will choose to play it safer. Maybe has gone ridiculous amounts of stacks. This is gonna be free. ONIC are forced to just turtle in their base.
Yeah. Showing off his non-existent jawline there, Doshikes. And now, 9K gold lead for DEWA United. This is looking really bad for ONIC, man. This is a very unfamiliar territory, especially after all the casters predicted that it's gonna go 2-0. Hey, I'm not really used to social media handling and anything like that, but you got a really easy meme to come out.
Definitely. DEWA United, they did it for Pak Pulung. Usually, you know, when DEWA gets the win, he's the only guy who predicts DEWA. Now they can go, they don't even need talent predictions. Gani, what's going on here? Lord marching in slowly but surely. They do have wave clear.
Where's Keyboy
But
going?
let's say they do clear this wave. What's the plan? Oh, Ray has Winter Crown too.
Uh-oh.
Interesting position from Keyboy right now. He has
trying to flank like a Tigreal.
Let's see.
They have all the flickers.
Yeah, the last bracer officially has been taken down. Taunt. Keyboy with the conceal. Looking for a taunt. Man. Hopefully about enough time for ONIC. Itoshi Kisu very low. Chorizo though. Will fall. That's going to be the Lord taken care of with the Nibiru smash of Kairi. Falls in the process. Now that's going to be the way of Dragon. Actually locking one down, but Ludwig trying to buy time. Now the mid-wave, rushing AOG lands, but ladies and gentlemen, DEWA United.
Shield unity into hook is what they're trying to do, right, with the Franco.
It should be Keyboy playing that then, but it's Kairi. Looking at the lineup rating though, it's actually pretty close towards ONIC, despite them bringing out the Paquito, a debut pick in Season 15, rocking the flicker. But it is Ludwig. We know that this guy can play the damage EXP laners. But is it going to be enough though? Is that the answer that ONIC's looking for against DEWA United? Here we go. Will they force a game number 3? It's ONIC versus DEWA United again.
Round 2, ladies and gentlemen, will DEWA United just clean sweep the Sky Kings, or will ONIC have more say in this second game? Keyboy, you gotta be careful. 4 members of DEWA are in the vicinity, and yeah, seems like a-okay. Ludwig, Paquito, a lane to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, will the curse... Oh, he jumped into that bush!
Kairi jumped into that bush. Now, Itoshi Kisu, though, will force you to use the flicker. A different outcome for now.
Well,
okay.
This is Season 11, Rico.
This is... Will the curse still be present is my question here for ONIC, because now, for DEWA, they are Ray getting hooked. For DEWA, they should still be fine. I don't think they should let these, you know, like cheese picks get in the way. They should play still for their game, because this is still very much an off-meta pick, the Paquito. Looking at the rest of the emblems here, nothing too crazy. Bargain Hunter on both magic damage dealers. And I guess we can talk a little bit about that. Once we get into the mid-game, it will be a bit of a struggle for them to... I don't even think so. Never mind, they have a CC. They have ways to deal damage physical too. So, yeah, still the normal game for DEWA, playing front to back. They just have to be careful about the pickoff that we were talking about in game 1. That could be a stopper against Spencer, and maybe Flicker instead of the Purify. Ooh. Wants to try to dodge away from the Bloody Hunt.
Yeah, I think the chances of the hook landing on towards maybe, it's actually lower than, you know, Keyboy flicking forward to a Bloody Hunt. So that's, I think, a good choice there. Now, we're on to level 4 towards the first objective. It's gonna be interesting to see the objective battle, man, because this is a throwback right now. It is gonna still skew towards the Fredrin, but you can never know what ONIC's cooking.
Still Unity onto his Ray. Oh, actually, Keyboy on the land.
No.
That's going to be the CC, though. No. That's going to be Kairi still taking the retribution. Chorizo isolated, and he should fall. 2 kills on the board for ONIC, and that will be DEWA United for the first time in this series, losing out on a turtle.
Hey, if they're clumping up, then Sun's gonna just pull the trigger right away.
Well played to ONIC with the Baksha. The retry battle becomes way closer here. Game fact by Gope.
Oh, this marks Paquito's debut in MPL Indonesia Season 15 after last being used by Chorizo when DEWA defeated EVOS in Season 14. So, yeah, it's meant to be, man.
Yeah, it's a signature pick for Chorizo, but he's up against it now. Ludwig, also quite known for the Benes, the Paquitos back when he debuted in the season 13, I believe it was. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This snowball's looking really good for ONIC, though. They will have so much more control with this, and they can play for the kill pressure down below.
And the thing is, how do you take care of the Eve, man? Because I really do not see a way unless maybe.
Oh, that's a hook and the hunt. Keyboy secures the kill, and that's gonna be maybe taken down.
I said that the chances of Keyboy flickering forward to a Bloody Hunt is higher than Keyboy landing a hook, but you gotta stop now, Keyboy.
Seems like now that will be revenge. 1-for-1. Keyboy seems like ONIC though. They're strong as heck as Ray wasn't able to deal with the puissance and Sons. She goes down as well.
The muscle memory is there.
Yeah.
For Kairi.
Just keeps on jumping into that bush, man.
Do you get deja vu? Oh.
Hey, call him Gani Rodrigo.
Do you get deja vu?
We're just gonna.
I actually do not know what that song is, but
What?
sure.
Oh, come on,
Come
Chef.
on,
I am
Chef.
uncultured. I'm
It's-
uncultured.
Well,
I gotta own
don't
it.
think it's a. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the deja vu of Kyrie on Baksha. I mean, it's good now. I hope it really is a blessing now, no longer a curse. ONIC playing for the turtle.
3K already.
I
What?
love how the chat just says Kumar is back. Kai.
Oh, Kyrie now crashing down. That's a hook land again. That's gonna be Ray taken down third time. My goodness, ONIC. What the formation? That's gonna be the real manipulation, locking two members of DEWA United down. Spencer now re-hitting, but that's a hook landing again. Just one by one. Keyboy doing work.
How long has we seen Keyboy and a Franco? It seems like, again, he's still very comfortable in using this hero, but granted, in the first hook earlier, I think I could have done it with Kyrie standing up the front line.
Definitely. But the second one, oh, it was just so good. Landing it on Spencer, who wanted to get a few extra hits on Sans. Same build as Edok, by the way. It'll be the first item Winter Crown, I believe, for Keyboy. Yeah, first item Winter Crown, probably going to be going to the fleeting time, too. Oh, man, Savero already has Sky Piercer. This is the Kyrie 1,300 gold ahead against Fredrin.
Oh,
The
yikes.
Baksha Fredrin. We're back to the old meta, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
Dare I say I miss this meta.
Really?
This was prime ONIC, you're right. So you do miss it.
Let's see. Circling Eagle lands on towards
Wait a
two. That's a taunt. Keyboy taking a lot of aggros, but he will follow alongside Kyrie. Real world manipulation wasn't able to assist, but Ray is in the area to deal some damage. Not enough to take anyone down though, as Ray was their only trade.
That was probably the most perfect curtain calls placement that I've ever seen in Season 15.
Yeah, they had to split both ways. One going to the other side. And this is where you get kind of scared here, Gani, because remember, the M5 Grand Finals, they were actually winning for a while with the Baksha pick and the Eve. Then the comeback happened. DEWA definitely still have avenues to come back in this game, ladies and gentlemen. It might look like a stomp, which it is, but they will have to sustain to build up later. Spencer can scale, and especially that Harith. That Harith could be a real problem in the later stage of the game if Keyboy doesn't get the right hooks, if they don't get the right plays. Radiant Armor, first item for Kyrie.
That's a good one.
Yep. Actually, he went for Dreadnought, Molten Essence Dreadnought, and then the Radiant Armor. So really good itemization right now to deal with DEWA United's mix of damage with the CC and the Fredrin, handled by the Dreadnought, and then the Radiant Armor. Should be able to handle this. I think DEWA now just look for trades, because if they go in for like an all-in fight,
No way.
yeah, no way. The front to back's too clean for ONIC.
But ONIC, will they let it happen actually? Oh, Ray! Oh, whoa, whoa.
Close.
I was
Inches.
close. A little too close for comfort there for DEWA.
Wow, they still want to go for it.
5,000 gold lead though. This is wise from DEWA. Let's see the execution. Retribution should automatically go for Kyrie. Kyrie now, shield Unity. On towards one. Should land low. Keyboy misses the hook actually. Real world manipulation now. Good thing the guiding win actually assists members there to get out of that RWM. But ONIC just got the turtle.
That was actually a clean disengage
Yep.
by DEWA United. But actually, but of course, ONIC won on that occasion.
Definitely they did. They gotta try to suffocate the carries of DEWA. They gotta still stop the ways that DEWA can use to win and come back. It looks very small, which it is, by the way. It's very slim, the chances of a comeback. But nothing is impossible. Ray with a good wow.
Oh, the hook lands again on towards Ray. That's a 3-kill on towards Savero. 301, 3 kills. How many sacks? 2? 20 perhaps?
Two. Not,
Okay.
yeah, 20 stacks.
Okay.
That's 2 kills. Already better than Chefin on the Granger.
Don't have to go there, man.
ONIC looking for the Siege, and when it comes to Siege, they have the range, man. The RWM plus Savero and Keyboy. Remember, one of the best sieging tools is actually a Franco.
Yep.
You can constantly kind of zone the enemy team by just standing there.
Menacingly.
Menacingly. We've seen it from Edok, I think we've only seen it from E-Doc this season.
Really, for ONIC, they just gotta wait for Keyboy to land the hooks. Like, that's it. Like, you can play that for the next 10 minutes and they're still gonna get the W. As long as it lands like once or twice. Because how do you engage as DEWA United when ONIC is climbing up S5?
Yeah. It's going to be really tough, especially considering the front line is not really frontlining right now. They're very squishy. ONIC's front line, on the other hand, oh my god. Kyrie's a tanky boy this time, and you guys can watch them live in Jakarta, in the Jakarta International Velodrome for playoffs. Go buy your tickets now. It's for sale.
Yep. Don't forget, there's a basketball court in front of the Velodrome.
Yep.
So if you want to play with me.
Are you gonna play basketball, Chefin?
Yes! And right now, ONIC is just playing with DEWA United. 8K gold lead. Yep. Dunking, everything.
Alley-oop 360
yeah. Posterizing.
over the shoulder and head.
East Bay.
Head and shoulders.
Okay.
MCCT2 will be live for you guys from May 23rd to 25th. Rule the board.
Roar.
Roar. Oh, they're not a playoffs, Gandhi.
It's like ONIC is ruling DEWA United. Man, oh man, looking at the items right now though, it looks like Lutpi is just going full on damage here. I actually noticed that Lutpi bought the conceal earlier and then cancelled it
like, oh,
for
wait,
tire hit.
Yeah, because obviously that's not what you want to go for.
Hey, Lutpi, you might want to check out the doctor. Maybe you're a bit colorblind.
Hey, maybe he wants to conceal. Maybe they because Keyboy doesn't have conceal, and like sometimes the XP lane actually does go for conceal.
Okay. That's another tool there for Lutpi to deal damage with the Malefic War. The frontlanders are food for it though.
Is it too soon to say that we are heading to game 3? Let's see. First base turret falls. Lord, 75% HP. DEWA United will sacrifice their top inner turret, their base turret. ONIC will look for a possible engage. DEWA United still holding on. They have taken care of the Lord. Another minion wave will crash from the mid and bot soon. But ONIC seems like they are waiting for a connection from Keyboy. Doesn't come though. It seems like they will prioritize the bottom side turret first. Officially, all 9 turrets of DEWA United has been taken down, and ONIC this time can take it slow. Oh, that's a traction ball. Oh, that's a big bait from Keyboy. Signs with the flicker play, finds a solo on towards Sorizo. Base wide open. DEWA United, can they hold on? That's a ball. Maybe he goes down. Another member, and that is Ray going down as well. Ladies and gentlemen, they're looking for bodies. It's going to be a wipeout for ONIC, and that will be enough to take us to game.
Abuse if they want to. Oh my god.
Wow.
8.6?
That is the highest lineup rating we've seen in MPL Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen.
And the counter index is 2.8.
Oh my lord, Gani standing up. He's waving to the ONIC fans.
That's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ONIC, they have all the chances in the world to take this one. Will they be able to take game number 3 and reverse sweep the Apostles of God? It's ONIC versus DEWA United.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is DEWA looking to find a victory again. They have defeated RRQ and they look to defeat ONIC in this game. ONIC, can they deny that fact with the composition? An 8.6 lineup rating. Seems like Keyboy has more say in a 1v1 roam.
Yeah, you don't want to take a 1v1 battle with a Khalid in the level 1 or level 2 because you're gonna lose for sure with the healing. Now, oh man, I'm looking at the top lane right now, but what's going on the XP lane? It looks like Lutpi is just weaving around the stuns and actually did quite well.
Yeah, he's actually winning.
Yeah, that's not something I expect, I gotta say.
Tenacity, vitality. Oh man, so much tankiness.
Did you just say vitality?
Tenacity. I did say vitality, but not the BTR one. But the emblem one. Yep. Okay, now this is more expected, right? This is what we expected in the lane. I really wonder what happened there. Yeah, a lot of tankiness though for the side of ONIC, and only one rupture. Everybody else has gone for thrill.
Interesting that Spencer went from the demon shoes, knowing that there's a lot of dive coming in from ONIC. I think I would have preferred him to go for like a warrior boost because Kyrie, Keyboy, and Savio is gonna cut him down at level 4.
Let's see. Ray's doing a good job farming. And it does seem like right now we're just definitely going to see like a chiller game up until the first neutral objective. I'm trying to think about it. Savero's actually doing an amazing job in the lane here up against the Granger.
Yep.
Who wins Turtle 1? I think it really comes down to the XP, doesn't it?
Well, first of all,
I think DEWA actually have a better composition for Turtle 1.
especially it's a Lancelot. This is a hero that excels at taking objectives. As Torizo and Spencer's gonna be level 4 in a second. Itoshi starts to get the Lord to DEWA's side, but looks like Kai and also Ray will just take the buff before they want to battle it out in the pit.
Yeah,
oh,
both junglers.
They're not even going there.
Interesting. I don't know if Ray is aware of this, but
Kai wants to invade.
Yeah. Ray knows. Ray knows that. Oh, wait. ONIC are on the turtle already. They're going to go for it without Kai.
Yeah, they got the Kimmy. And seems like DEWA with the info. Kyrie, though, jumps back. That's going to be Kyrie picking up the first turtle. Tempest of Blade, Itoshi Kesu. Good dodge. Ray got stunned by Keyboy. That's going to be Lukpi, though, mounted. No follow-up damage, but there's Itoshi Kesu. That's going to be first blood for the Roamer. Yeah, ONIC parade a turtle for a kill, but it seems like DEWA, they got an angle to kill Keyboy, and that's going to be 2 kills on the board already for DEWA United.
Who won at a time, especially after Sans taking the whole full plating there, Miracle?
I think it's still fair, honestly. I don't think it's a big win for
either side?
Either side, because ONIC did get the turtle, and like you said, they got the turret in the mid lane. Obviously, the instant capitalization should be on DEWA United, but Kyrie is still leading over Ray. And the most important part, I think, for ONIC is scaling to the mid game. So Savero and Sans, the fact that Sans was able to get so much gold, you can already see it here in the in-game equipment. 600 gold advantage over Spencer. Looking at the other items, DHS Rush will be the choice for Savero. Warrior Boots 2 for maybe. With the Molten Essence on both XPs.
That was an intelligent take, by the way, by ONIC, knowing that they have the advantage in rotation for Kyrie. Just 4 if you wanting the total. Now, it's once again becomes a waiting game for ONIC. Oh, they might want to dive. No, Spencer already half HP after Sans poked him. But I'm curious about what Sans is building right now. He currently has 2 of those items. Does he want to go for something like a Holy Crystal right away?
Well, I mean, we have seen that before.
With,
I think it was Eman.
Yeah, Eman. Oh, it's Blood Wings.
Blood Wings' first item. Not usually the choice, but he knows that up against this very early game neutral objective control comp, that he might need a bit more survivability early on compared to just damage.
And I like that the fact that he brought the Purify.
Whoa. There's a big traction pulse, and that's going to be Spencer deleted before the turtle. That's not a good sign. 5v4 now for ONIC. Let's see. ONIC now taking it slow. Who is Sans popped. Keyboy from an angle. Shows himself. Now, seems like Torizo jumping towards the turtle pit. That's the kick. No follow-up damage, though. That's going to be Ray, though, collecting the turtle. Whoa. That's going to be Keyboy locking Ray down. Maybe now under the turret. Tempest the Blade. Keyboy taking the aggro, and Kyrie picks up the double. ONIC now, like, perhaps they might look for another collapse, but seems like they will disengage.
Yeah, overall, I think it's a W for ONIC at that time. Looking at Sans, though.
Yeah, that's a pull. A big one. Spencer is able to free hit, and Sans will not be able to escape. That's a damage control kill from DEWA.
Oh, it's all over the place, this game.
Turtle this time won by DEWA. ONIC were able to get a lot of kills on board. Again, I would say it's still fair game right now. Kyrie is leading. He's going to go on to the purple buff, but Itoshi Kesu, as usual, will try to stop that from happening, at least for free. Walks up. But we have to talk about the killing pressure. I did not expect that, by the way. Oh! The General!
Gerald!
Oh, man. Lard is here.
Shout out to Mr. Delar.
Ex-Evos, by the way.
ONIC PH, Itoshi!
Oh, this might be a kill. Sans is re-hitting, and he will find it. No flicker there. And with that, seems like ONIC, they have pressure on the mid turret. And DEWA, no response. Spencer here all alone. Ray, though, will he be late? Real word population just secure his turret. It's not good.
It looks like it's an equal game right now in terms of economy especially. But ONIC so far had the better control over the map and over the team fights.
Yeah, it's been like that. I mean, with the Ling as well and the Claude, they have a lot of side control. Meanwhile, for DEWA, it's more of like a stick-together team fight composition, right? So ONIC definitely have ways to split up the map. Reminds me of right as we get to see Lard, old ONIC PH style banana split. They would just split up the map with the Assassin and the side control gold laner. Turtle, though, does seem like DEWA are the ones first onto it. Ludwig.
Yeah, 2 members of DEWA. Seems like ONIC, though, they rush towards the Turtles. It's gonna be still a Rage Retribution. Taking it, Ludwig now, very low. Revitalize will not save him. That's maybe picking up the kill, and that's a good flicker Way of Dragon. On the other side, though, Sorizo, Tarina, by the time Tarina distract, he will fall 2 for 1, but the Turtle for DEWA.
Oh, the gold swing is real. Right now, ONIC is down 1k gold lead from what was almost 1k for ONIC as well. This is not looking good for them. DEWA United, they started to figure out how to beat ONIC, especially in the objective game. Just poke it for Ray first and let the 50-50 do the rest.
Again, if they are able to get a lead as big as the one we saw for BTR versus ONIC Game 3, getting all the structures, the base turrets, it'll be massive for DEWA. Big one. For ONIC, this is the game that they can play, the side control, on top of the fact that they can actually also team fight, right? But mainly, you want to go and team fight after you get the advantage on the other side. Itoshi Kesu, an attempt there on Keyboy. Won't be able to find it. But ONIC need to try to stop themselves from going in all in first. They gotta still wait for those item power spikes. They haven't hit it. Savero, looking back now for the items, is just now on the way to the Corrosion Scythe. Ling, Kyrie, on the way to his 3rd item in Sans. Because he went Blood Wings first, he has only a glowing wand right now. So it's still going to be some time until ONIC reach the very comfortable team fight spot.
Meanwhile, the Foray, I think he is more than comfortable to take a team fight right now, especially with Sans, Savero. They're rocking the Purify. It's gonna make the job easier for this Lancelot instead of taking the Flicker. And he's already stacking up the items, Mirko. On towards BOD. Right now he has War Axe and also Hunter Strike. I think that's more than enough damage to take down Sans and Savero if given the chance. But those two are a bit elusive.
Wishing Lantern too, picked up by Spencer. Turtle's gonna be back up. It's gonna be the battle of macro here. Whoever has the better assassin to deal with the side lanes. Both level 13 as Kyrie picks up the purple. But it will be shoved in by DEWA. Are they just looking to blitz the Lord?
I don't think they can.
I mean, I think they could force it just like GeekFam did to BTR, but no, they're actually still splitting up. They know that ONIC can't go for the turtle. Sorry, the Lord. So they're gonna go and steal the orange belt, but ONIC,
they're coming.
Conceal.
Conceal, Shield Unity. Pops, 2 members isolated technically. That's a flicker though.
Wow.
Itoshi is safe.
Well played.
Ray now rejoins as well with P. Oh, immobilized. He's stuck. Buisan's popped, pulled back towards teammate, and that's gonna be Ludwig taking a lot of heat. Real worm relation locking him down. Should fall here, Ludwig, but Sorizo is actually the one flickering away. Sans, 3 hits, Sorizo to his death.
I don't understand.
5v4, Ray finds a connection with the Torn Rose, and that's a free kill. EXP for EXP.
Gotta say, that should have been an easy kill towards Ludwig, but it looks like some coordination is needed. Spencer taking a lot of heat.
Oh my goodness, Traction Pulse connects onto it too. Savero secures it. Way of Dragon just to buy time, but Keyboy falls regardless. Both roamers down, both EXP down, and no mid laner though for DEWA United. Seems like ONIC, they will move on towards the Lord. Blazing the way, on towards maybe, but maybe calm as a rock. He's able to find the solo kill as Kyrie secures the Lord and takes the kill off towards Ray. Now maybe a little bit too overzealous. Kyrie shuts him down, and that should be a full reset from both teams.
Well, in terms of economy, so far it's ONIC leading the charge actually. So it's gonna depend on how DEWA uses this Lord and they have the timers ready. Ray 16, maybe 16, they can still catch up, especially it's only Keyboy right now going towards the Lord to clear it.
Oh, I don't know where to start when we talk about that team fight, because it was a lot of build-up towards that point. Again, the big question that you were asking, Sheffin, is how did maybe not get the kill on Lutpi when Chorizo was bouncing him? Oh, now he's bouncing Kai!
That's interesting. Now Chorizo actually isolated. It was actually Ray who got the Lord.
Yeah.
So ONIC, now, they can defend though. They have a lot of resources, but perhaps the mid turret here should fall, and as Sans and Lutpi have a say. It seems like they will defend their mid turret, so is all okay turret-wise?
Okay. It's because maybe it doesn't have a lot of Sky Piercer stacks. That's your answer. A couple of times when DEWA have been able to fight, they've been kind of dispersing kills left and right. Ray, Spencer. This is why when you have a Granger, folks, you kind of want the Granger to get kills, especially considering he has a Sky Piercer. If he's not building Sky Piercer and the team plan is to not give him Sky Piercer, then sure. But for the most part, when you have a Granger, try to funnel the kills into the Granger. Spencer taking a few of those kills in the early game when it could have been given over to maybe has turned a bit of these team fights to a more like fightable situation. If Lutpi had died there when Chorizo was on him, yeah, it could have been a free neutral objective. But maybe just didn't have the stacks. One more stack and that would have probably been an execute. It's, again, why these small things in the early game will build up to a great team fight later on. The small things that most people don't account for.
And with the mid game as ONIC, I think the window is getting smaller for DEWA United. Yes, you still have the damage coming in from your damage dealers, but look at the dive potential from Kairi and also Savero. It's gonna be even worse to try to keep Spencer safe.
I think it should be fine, dude. Like, he's gonna have a Winter Crown later. There's also a lot of good peels, so I don't think Kairi can just blindly dive into the back. Also, with maybe there, he's gonna have a lot of damage, a Wind of Nature to deal with that dive too. There you go, that's the Winter Crown that I mentioned. And then there's Ray dealing damage to ONIC's backline too. Like, ONIC can't leave Sans alone. They kind of have to play with him too. Sans will have to dive in. I think it's way more 50-50 than we think.
Interesting. The Lotus coming and Kairi's taking the long lane right now. The question is, now Itoshi?
Be careful. ONIC now. Seems like bottom side is still occupied low-key by Kairi. He wants to stay in the middle, so he is able to be mobile, going down or to the Lord. Lancelot chose bottom side. They're taking it slow, both teams.
Yeah. This is... How do you deal with the situation? I think Itoshi Kesu will play a big part in this. Do they want to go something like a long lane pickoff? I don't think it's viable right now. It's already been chunked, half HP for the Lord. This is the power of when you have two marksmen on your team, you can just shred down the Lord as fast as you can. And now Kairi's once again on the housekeeping, taking care, trying to give out a forced error towards DEWA United.
Slow build now, but ONIC definitely have the advantage with the Ling. Clearing in the bottom lane, constantly giving that slow push over. DEWA will have to respond to it, and they do. Ray will be sent down below, but he's hesitant. He doesn't know. ONIC, we're already holding onto the Lord. Yep. And they will be holding onto it again.
Yep. Seems like this is going to be the right call. Lancelot chose. ONIC now. Not the right call, yeah. Unfortunate timing there as they actually committed a reset.
Yep. And now it's an angle for DEWA to actually burst it down, knowing that Lutpi has to recall. Half HP on the Lord.
Let's see. Technically a 4v5. He is a Baksha though. Let's see. DEWA taking it slow. 14,000 HP on the Lord.
Chorizo.
Lutpi jumping in towards the back. Kairi plays the Lord. Now the big fight. Kairi picks up one. That's going to be Itoshi Kesu out of place. Will be punished alongside Spencer! Sans, with the Wind of Nature, actually able to lock members down. And one by one, only maybe is the one left standing. Wind of Nature, pre-fire. But that's the Tempest of Blade, locking him in place as Kairi, the god in the jungle, picks up the godlike.
That's the experience for you. That's the experience of the world stage from ONIC. Calm and composed. Great 50-50. It's not even a 50-50. It was a 37.